Why, hello there. Welcome back. We're going to get right back into this aviary attorney business. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go back to the previous videos. Though before you do, I don't know, if you're watching this and you don't actually know me, let me know how you found me. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what you think I could be doing better. I appreciate it. I apologize for the voices. Anyway, we just finished our second case. We're heading into the third case. I don't know who's talking, so I'm just going to do it in generic voice. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. I feel like they didn't have a picture where... Oh no, it is everyone's an animal. And we got that music playing. Sorry about that, folks. It's good music. I'm into it. Very thematic. Act 3, The Sleeping City. I have no idea who that was who tried to call me.
I can't believe you're skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Jouet... Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon.
Morning, Sparrow.
No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones?
Ugh, it is far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way! We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about a revolution.
Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we're worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all. Am I right?
He's very right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
All right. Ahem. Monsieur Falcon. Meet me on the rooftop cafe opposing the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerty. That's it. How terse?
A proposal from the inspector. Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to meet him and find out?
I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
All right, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit.
Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Alright, to the inspector. Place de la Bastille. All the way up on the north there.
Brr. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, do you think the inspector worked during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I am pretty sure the inspector is not that old, which at this point, for you people who aren't history buffs, would be like 50 years ago he would already have been working at the Bastille.
Well, well, well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector.
What could he want with all three of us?
It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No. What?
He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills.
So, he escaped justice.
For now. But don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. I feel like I'm doing weird, spacing on those things. Speaking of which...
Good. You are all here.
Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Bolertes, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps. I am not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood.
Oh, great. Now you've set him off.
We were given the order to charge at the rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. When I looked up, I saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame itself. It was the Viridian killer himself.
Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here.
Oh, right. Of course. Why we are here. What I am about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential. And you understand, it is a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group.
Hipsters.
Revolutionaries. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the chateaus of Paris. We, the Paris department, have known about it for months. No! Yes! In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain.
No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier.
Indeed. And that is why it is paramount we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police.
Do we have any leads?
Just one. We know the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as Le Croque Monsieur.
Like the sandwich?
What?
Look, Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel, throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night.
This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that is everything the Parisian police know. That's everything. That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking. Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Sucker.
That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. I'm now expecting to see National Guardsmen that are literal ducks. Look at the slackers and the dullers who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've ever seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline... It doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So, what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls in your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent! Just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Yeah. Pride is fine and all, but, do we get any compensation for this?
Of course! Here is 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work.
50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold.
Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You have already all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ. So, I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a Croque Monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go.
I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the Croque Monsieur, too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. And, of course, we don't get to find out about it. Alright. That's a lot of locations. We've got the palace, the library, that's the courthouse, chocolate emporium. What was that call that I had got? From a different state. Number I don't know. Oh well. Oh wait, there's more on this side too. Okay, LaSalle's not going to take any time, so it probably can't get anything done there. Ponce de Arts. The hospital. Yeah, let's go pay that bill. Oh crap, I don't remember the doctor. We're going to say it's the other doctor's brother. Anyone that I'm inconsistent on the voice, just assume it's a brother with the same last name, which makes sense because they're brothers. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead. Say what you need to say.
Excuse me, Dr. Fallout? I just wanted to say thank you for, giving me an antidote and, making me well and stuff.
It is no trouble at all. Sparrowson, was it? Of course, there is a small matter of the debt.
Right.
Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs.
Falcon, can I get advance on this month's pay? And next month's? And maybe the months after that?
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course.
Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century.
Hey, your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to say 100 francs?
Oh, that sounds much more manageable.
I actually do have that much money.
What kind of legal work do you have in mind?
Debt collection. No. Sorry, doctor, but we don't have time to be playing hired muscle shenanigans. We're actually in the middle of a very important investigation.
Falcon, please! I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price for eating a bad chocolate wrapper.
Let's hear the good...
Let's hear the good doctor out.
All right. There is a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He has been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I have no idea what this voice is. He seemed like a affected speaker of some kind. So that was where the higher came in and the odd cadence, but no idea where exactly this voice came from. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
Every waking moment.
Never quite sure where the spit guard's supposed to go. It's not really spit guard, it's for plosives. Let's take a drink. Inspector Bolerchi's voice was rough on the throat. We can ask the workshop. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I gotta come up with a voice for him. Gustav. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouvé? I am, and you are. We're lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Falret. We're here to collect a debt that you owe.
It's time to pay up, monsieur.
Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know! I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It is a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. I imagine the doctor would prefer cold hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Oh, all right then. Hand the device over, and I'll pass it along to Dr. Falret straight away. Well, it's not that simple. The device is not finished yet.
It's not finished?
I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Perhaps, if you had some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. What? No, monsieur. That's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself.
Falcon! Please! Help the man! I can't spend the rest of my life in debt!
All right. No need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least.
Great. I'll take notes.
What is it that you need, monsieur? Let's see. I need a copper pot. A pot, as in, like, a saucepan? What on earth for? It is a necessary component of my invention. I could use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I've seen copper kettles at Hollis Market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel like I saw a copper pot somewhere else.
What else? String! High-grade string, to bind some components of the device together! I feel like his accent's drifting. It seems simple enough. I imagine Les Halls Market would have that in abundance.
Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it.
The string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that is fishing line grade.
Oh, I see.
Was there anything else you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps? No, that is everything.
All right, I got it all written down.
Shopping list. I feel a little calmed. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list.
We're gonna follow through and get Monsieur Trouvé's items, right?
We'll see. Okay, now that I've roughed up my voice, Sparrow's Hidden also rougher to do. Alright. Oh, we got special event. Oh, Severin. What a view! You can see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you are already here. You have news about the croque monsieur, or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for?
Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Recognize.
There we go. Well, I see my own, class of 1837. And I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rabbington, under class of 1846. Oh, and there's JJ's Falcon's name, under class of 1832.
Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything I miss?
Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector.
The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution.
And why would he do that?
Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors.
I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but I would never describe him as a person of malice.
Time will tell.
Do you need me for anything else, Inspector? Or shall I continue my investigation into Le Croque Monsieur?
There is one more thing. Take this.
A pistol? No thank you, Inspector.
These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours.
I am well aware. I just find these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's a very not 1800s attitude. Okay. Interesting little gun, though.
That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide.
Fine, fine. I'll keep hold of it.
Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful.
I am just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Alright, now we get to pick where we're going. Alright. If I wanted to get information, I would go either to R&M Associates or to the bar. Well, we did build that relationship with R&M Associates, not for nothing. So yeah, let's try that. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. But, first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea?
Oh, of course, Monsieur Volpes. Of course.
See, I remember Mousy's voice, because I had to do a weird thing with my throat.
Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe?
Actually, some Darjeeling would be divine. Thank you, Mousy.
Sure. Darjeeling sounds good to me, too. Okay, 1 pot of Darjeeling coming right up.
Oh, let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Have you ever heard of a person called Le Croque Monsieur?
And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich. Unfortunately.
Le Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? That was a little cocorico.
The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal.
Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him?
Me, personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation.
I see. Then, do you have any idea of how we could find him?
Meeting Le Croque-Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days. I'll tell you where and when you can find the Croque-Monsieur.
That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Volpes.
Of course, there is a price.
A price?
It's just a small fee. A mere 30 francs.
Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is that any way to show your gratitude?
Monsieur Volpes, you must understand this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country.
I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I'll guarantee I will find you the Croque-Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say?
We'll take it. Here you go, monsieur.
Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque-Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence.
I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes.
It's my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Monsieur Volpes, have you heard any rumors of an uprising?
Of course. These days a man can't walk... There we go, that's silent now. These days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands over here when I'm talking to Sim.
But what can you tell us about these dissenters? Specifically, do you know where they are meeting?
I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went?
I see.
Perhaps I can assist you with something else.
That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Volpes.
And you too, messieurs.
The tea's ready, Monsieur Volpes. It's ready.
I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy.
Oh, bother.
Poor little mouse, he's got those little feet. Take him forever to get anywhere. Alright, next. So that was useful. I think next is hitting up the bar. Makes the most sense.
No! No drinking! Bad Falcon!
Calm down, Sparrowson. I am just here for information. Taverns are the first place that people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, it is you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it is just questions for now, Madame Quanelle.
We're looking for a man named the Croque-Monsieur. Have you seen him?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay, have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course. This is a tavern, hon. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics...
I think they meant gripe. Although there's probably groping that also happens.
Where else could they go? That's true. But has anyone stood out? Well... Just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting mighty shifty. No, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madam. Let's see where to go.
To the drinking room.
And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's gonna keep them though.
That was a little too... Okay, I already did the Raven, and I already did Sparrowson. But, yeah, Polly wants a cracker. You know, that's the idea there. There we go, that's the sound I was going for. I think we're going to turn the dog full British. I say, old boy. You know, that kind of thing. Screw it. That's what the parrot sounds like. Sparrowson isn't the only guy up at the top of the vocal register.
No idea where she's gonna keep him, though.
There we go, yeah.
Good job, old boy. Piero, you know that she hates being called Mademoiselle.
That is not British at all. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're gonna get stuck with guard duty again.
Oh, right you are. The madam it is, then. Wait, she isn't married, is she? So why do we have to call her the madam?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way. She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly.
Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? What were you two talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversations, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think it is any of your business.
Maybe I'm just gonna do my voice. Yeah.
I suppose it isn't our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur. Quite alright. No harm done. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called...
Falcon! Wait! There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might get scared off.
Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle.
Lecroc, monsieur, tell me everything. Let's go with the rifle.
Monsieur, I see you are carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it?
Good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlesvilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's an American from the Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism.
An American musket, you say? That is certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure.
It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people...
Please, go on.
Well... Okay, listen. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the croque monsieur... Actually, it'd be foolish for me to explain in public. It'd be much easier if you just take this.
The Book of Judges. What is this? Some sort of law book?
The book's subject is not important. Just take it.
Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I am not religious.
Nor am I.
Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass around them code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases?
Piero, please, I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right you are.
Try to forget what my friend said. Just, with a little searching, and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
Sorry.
Is that a religious metaphor?
There we go, that's better. No, monsieur, I'm being very literal.
Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. There we go. Was there something else that you wanted? Thank you for your assistance, messieurs.
It's nothing. Get out of here already.
You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur.
Card game's just probably card game again. It's card game.
Ah, the big fellow's returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur? I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, surely you have time for one quick game? No, thank you. Maybe later. I understand. See you round, monsieur.
Are we ready to hit the road?
Yes, let's make a move.
I said it before he did. I mean, he didn't actually ever say it, but... Alright. Man, we're just getting more and more places. So he said to go to Notre Dame.
Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines most of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought.
Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type.
Don't be silly. I am following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar.
Do you think it's that hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious.
It could be. Let's show some... Oh, here we go. Tact.
Excuse me, Monsieur Friar.
Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson?
Oh, great. Remus. We had Romulus. Romulus and Remus, so they're brothers. They're brothers in evil. Or revolution, at least. Well, they're murdering. They are murdering. Anyway.
Welcome, my brothers. Welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because...
Falcon! That friar! He looks eerily familiar.
Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he?
What? No, that's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad?
Your friend appears to be upset. Sorry, wrong voice. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see.
Oh, good. I'm not going mad.
Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus?
We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks.
I see. I didn't mean to pry.
It's no trouble. But tell me, why are you here, my brothers?
Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. Friar, we have something we would like to show you. The Book of Judges! Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give, special passage readings.
Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening.
Let's see. Chapter 15, verse... Oh, it's probably 11. 11.
The chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage?
Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them.
As they have done unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree?
It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice.
You understand the passage? That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofet. Shofets were admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I am starting to ramble, aren't I? Let's get back to the point. The key word of today is Etam. It's the name of the cave where Samson hid.
Man, this voice is really messing with me. Making me swallow air and everything.
The rock of Etam.
Etam. Got it. I'll make a note.
It's like the backwards of mate, but I'm confused. What do we have to do with this keyword?
That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth.
We'll see what we can do.
Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession.
Yeah, let's ask about the scaffolding.
What's with all the scaffolding? Is there some sort of construction work going on?
That's right. A little repair. A little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution. But now we are well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory.
The cult of reason, the religion of Christianity. Hey, Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult?
Don't be rude, Sparrowson.
Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like a gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they?
Pretty much.
Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk more about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else?
I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar.
Go in peace, my brothers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's all we're gonna do for today because my voice just isn't taking it well today. So I'm going to save and quit here, and I'll catch you guys next time on the flip flop. Once again, if you happen to be at this part of the video, let me know what you liked in the video, what I could do better for next time, like what drew you and what you want better. Those are the two things I want to know. So please, let me know. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the flip flop. Bye.